Ease is an important step. So when I first began my re-empowerment journey and remembered that I am the creator of my reality, all I wanted in the world at that time was ease. I wanted ease and stability and plenty. Those were my main focus. I had always been a very self-led individual. I had always done things my own way. And I had always been different from the norm and stubbornly insisted on a life less ordinary. But I just had resigned myself to the fact that my freedom would come with a cost, and that cost would be stability and plenty and ease when it comes to money. I thought that I could have my freedom and I could work for myself, but it would naturally be less dependable and reliable in terms of money. And this was because that is the very popular and widespread narrative in our world about self-employment and business ownership. So, of course I believe that. I thought, that's just the way it is. And that was before I remembered that I don't work with the way it is. I don't do that. Never have. I work with the way I want it to be. And then I create that way if I do not see it. I create it for myself because I can do anything. I can create anything. And I really believe that. I came to remember and to believe that and to practice that and to build trust in that and to re-embody that for myself over time. So ease and stability and plenty was my mission. I just wanted time to do the things that I loved the most, to go on trips with my love and our dogs and be free to do whatever I wanted whenever I wanted it. And to have more than enough money, to have money coming in like clockwork on autopilot. I had this on my intentions list and I said it to myself every day. I wanted to feel supported and to have breathing room. And cut to, many years later, I created that. Actually, cut to, when I first set out to create that, I think it took me it was around a year. It was either a little less than a year, a little more than a year. When I first decided to do that, I created that. And it has just gotten better and better and better over time. But I changed my life in that year that I decided and was just fully done with my old reality of total instability and not plenty at all and no ease around that. But when I was really, really, really done and I was really, really, really ready to shift that, I shifted that. So I created that and it took time. It was a journey, but I stayed with myself and with my intention and it happened exactly as I said it would. And it blew my freaking mind. And then I had so much ease and so much time and so much stability and plenty that created space. And that space was so important because that space then gave birth to my whole new next level. It allowed me the breathing room and time and space and nervous system regulation that allowed my system to begin to recognize the things that I actually wanted to do with that time and space. Because none of us just want ease and freedom and time and space alone. We want it for something. But in order to get to know what we really want it for, we must first get that space, that nervous system calm, that breathing room, and ultimately that love for self that looks like allowing yourself to be fully supported in a way that you never have before. And that's new. That is new for you. So it's going to take a minute to create and normalize that for yourself because it's just not what you or your body might be used to. And if you're here, it's probably not what your mind and body is used to. Because if you already have that, then you're not in my space. You're here because you want to create more of that in your life and in your world and in your body and soul. But when you decide that that's what you want, you're on your way. You just follow whatever the next breadcrumbs feel the most like that and in that direction to you, and you're on your way. And what I know now is that on the other side of all that space and ease and stability and plenty was my most joyful work and expression, just waiting to be born. The kind of work I cannot even tear myself away from. So there's no more searching for time off or ease. I know that's there for me whenever I need it, but now I get to pour my newfound energy, which was born of that space that I gave myself and that ease that I gave myself and that time off that I gave myself and could not be here without that step, into these creations that I'm so lit up about and so absolutely delighted to create that I realize now that it was my fulfillment, my deep fulfillment that I was really looking for all along. And yet I could not possibly have got to that fulfillment without the stable ground of plenty first. So I'm writing you today to just let you know to honor where you're at and honor what you're wanting and what you desire for yourself the most right now, because it is the next needed thing that takes you to your ultimate happiness and joy. The reason why this is so important to me is because all of our lives, we have grown up being told that money is not what matters and do not focus on the money and money doesn't really matter and it's not really important. And I'm here to tell you that if I had not made money important to me, I would not be here doing this work of my heart and soul that is now being loved and enjoyed and eaten up by people all over the world and helping people come home to themselves and create their most beautiful lives, which is my greatest joy, bigger than I even allowed myself to dream back then, and makes me want to cry. Telling people that money is not what matters and is not really important is a harmful trope that is ingrained in our culture. I know the original purpose of it. I know the importance of that, but now it has become a harmful trope. And to me, it's the equivalent to telling people that air doesn't matter and water doesn't matter. It flipping matters. It is needed for your well-being, just like sunshine and air in this world that we live in. And the problem doesn't come from that. It comes from viewing money as not as innocent and available to your nature and supportive of your nature as sunshine and air in this world that we live in. Let it matter to you if it matters to you. End the split somewhere in your system that judges you for caring about it. We all know that love is more important than money. We all know that love is more important than even air and water to a lot of us. Because we know we just die without it. At least our spirit dies without it. But it is toxic to tell people that money shouldn't matter to them. It is actively confusing and hurtful to a part of yourself who just wants to have everything you need, like a flower wants sunshine and water. Same. So when you tell yourself this, that it doesn't matter, you're telling a part of you that you don't matter. The part that cares about money. It does matter. It matters to you. And that's enough. And I'm not saying that a lot of you don't know. You know it matters. You have no problem with it on one level. But you probably have programming in you that is always a little bit at odds with that part of you and is always judging you for that and is always kind of, it's not in cohesion because there's a fight there. So removing that judgment from the innocence of caring about money will allow those parts to talk to each other and come into harmony. Because it does matter. It matters to you. And that's enough. It matters to everyone. Some people don't want to talk about it or admit it. Some people want to keep it under wraps, and some people want to just keep repeating the trope because they feel that makes them a good person. Because that's what we're told. That's what good people do. Good people don't care about money. Well, you're a good person and you care about money. Both of those things exist at the same time. So let the things that matter to you matter to you. They are important steps in the journey of your ultimate dream and happiness for your life. They're exactly what your soul knows that it needs next to create your most beautiful life. Listen to that. Honor you, and stay with yourself in that. If I had not done that, I would not be here tasting this most beautiful expression that I'm being able to just step into now and really receive the fruits of in a way that I never thought was going to happen for me. So stay with yourself. The things that you want are there for a reason. They're taking you exactly where you need to go. Trust that. Don't doubt the thing that's next for you. Don't doubt the thing that matters to you. Don't doubt it. It's purposeful. You know what you need, and you're attempting to give it to you, so just stay with yourself in that. And if you need any help and support with that, you know where to find me. sunnychapman.com/work-with-me. See you next week. Bye.